The human body is an amazing and complicated system that requires energy to function. The food we eat provides this energy for us to go about our daily activities. Our food is made up of 3 primary macronutrients: protein, carbohydrate, and fat. Our bodies are designed to use both carbohydrate and fat for energy. We call this ability to switch between these macronutrients metabolic flexibility. This ability has elegantly served us throughout history, in times of surplus when food was plentiful, and in times of famine when food was scarce. However, today, because of the way we eat, most of us find ourselves perpetually in surplus. We've become better at storing energy than using energy. This reality has changed the way our bodies function, leading to an astronomical increase in poor metabolic health around the world. So, how does this happen, and how do we stop it? After consuming carbohydrates, our bodies convert that food into glucose, a simple sugar that travels through our bloodstream. As glucose enters our bloodstream, the hormone insulin increases and acts as a gatekeeper to our cells, opening the cellular door, allowing glucose to enter and be used either for immediate energy or stored for later use. This combination of glucose and insulin results in quick energy delivery throughout our bodies. If there is extra glucose in our bloodstream, insulin helps our bodies store this excess glucose in our fat cells so we can access it later. When our bodies need energy and don't have any food handy, it tries to turn to these fat cells for energy. As long as insulin levels are higher, the stored energy is locked in fat cells. As insulin comes down, the cells are unlocked, and we can start using our stored fat as energy. Healthy metabolic flexibility is based on our body's ability to use glucose for energy at certain times and using fat for energy at other times. When we have increased levels of insulin more often than not, we prevent switching from glucose burning to fat burning. This is where our natural metabolic flexibility breaks down. Our bodies need constant fuel. After all the glucose in our bloodstream has been distributed and the energy from stored fat is not easily accessible because of the presence of insulin, we begin to feel sluggish, hungry, and start craving more food. So we eat again, and if the food is high in carbohydrates, more insulin is released, restarting the cycle of energy consumption and storage all over again. Our bodies remain constantly saturated in insulin. Insulin takes a toll on our bodies. We age faster and can begin to develop insulin resistance, which can lead to metabolic disorder and weight gain. So, how do we stop this cycle and return to our natural state of burning both carbohydrate and stored fat? Unicity has studied and created products to help us achieve better metabolic health. By following a few simple principles, we can better activate the ability to access the extra fat we carry around and use it for energy and to improve our overall metabolic health. The Unicity principles include: prioritize protein, fuel with fat, and control carbohydrates. Protein is critical in building and maintaining healthy muscle and bone, and most people don't get enough. Often, hunger and cravings sabotage the most well-intentioned health plans. Fat also has no insulin response and digests more slowly than carbohydrate, helping us feel fuller longer. By limiting carbohydrate consumption and focusing on less refined carbohydrates, we allow insulin levels to fall, which enables metabolic flexibility, allowing our bodies to access fat stores to provide the energy required to function. In addition to following these principles, our bodies need time to allow insulin levels to recede. Unicity recommends a form of intermittent fasting we refer to as 4-4-12. By waiting 4 to 6 hours between breakfast and lunch and dinner, and waiting 12 to 16 hours between dinner and breakfast with no snacking in between, we can give our bodies the time needed to get into what we call the fat-burning zone. The fat-burning zone, or FBZ, is the time when insulin is low and our bodies use stored fat, not glucose, as energy. People report a number of benefits from maximizing their time in the fat-burning zone, including reduced cravings for unhealthy foods, improved focus and concentration, more mental and physical energy, improved skin appearance, in addition to healthy weight and body composition. Unicity has created several products that reinforce and support these principles, making it easier than ever to activate optimal health. So now you know. Our bodies are amazing and complex metabolic machines. And now that we are equipped with the right activating principles, we can be on our way to returning to a healthier, metabolically flexible state.